is attacking me now. I don't know why. What are you doing? Why are you trying to kill me? Ow! That actually hurts. What are you doing? That's naughty. What a naughty boy. Good morning. It is Friday morning, and this vlog is a little bit different because I have been that busy with stuff going on, not just around the house but also with work. I actually have not picked up the phone from Monday straight through to today. So today I picked up the phone. I just finished up at an event for Bondi Beauty for Milani Beauty brand, which you would have already seen some snippets. I've already shared them, I think, before I started chatting to you. It is super cold, as you can tell by the beanie. It was 31 degrees yesterday, and today it is like 14, 16, I don't know. It's cold. We have bypassed autumn altogether and jumped from summer to winter. We have a very cold front coming up from the south coast, so I do believe it's going to be like this all night, but the weekend is supposed to be nice, fresh and sunny. And then really beautiful autumn temps around the sort of low 20s and stuff. So I'm very excited about that. I think, have we had the autumn equinox? Was that on the 24th or is it the 28th? I don't know. It's nearby. So, you know, they always tell you that for us here in the southern hemisphere that the 1st of March is when autumn kicks off, but it doesn't. It kicks off when the autumn equinox occurs, which I think was on the 24th, or maybe it was the 28th. So obviously with that in mind, the weather has shifted. I wasn't expecting it to shift this low though, but with the southern front coming up from, you know, the mountains and such, I'm not surprised it is hit us with this icy cold weather. So hopefully it starts to neutralize in the coming days and we have some beautiful autumn weather, which is very exciting. It's nice to put a jumper on and a beanie. I do love this time of year. I am in the city, so I love coming to the city when it's cool. I find it very hard and I struggle a bit in that heat to really do anything. But I've been busy with websites and social media content and meetings and phone calls and all sorts of things that have been going on this week, which is why I honestly just have not had a chance to pick up the phone and say hey. But I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you've all had a really good week. I have... you know, apart from work, there's been a lot going on at the house with some little home restoration jobs going on, so the place is in a little bit of a mess. We had a wild storm last night, which most of it I missed because I was in the shower washing my hair, so it was a very short storm. It sort of started before I got into the shower, and I got all the cats sorted. I fed them so they could go off and go to their little hidey hole places and cozy up throughout the storm. And it kind of kicked off while I was in the shower. I could hear it. It sounded amazing. I love a good storm. If you have been watching any of my videos, you'll note that I always record when it's pissing down with rain and when there's thunder and lightning. But I missed this one, unfortunately, and the thunder was crazy. I don't think we've had... It was a very tropical-like storm, and it wasn't until after it passed that the temperature started to drop after that 31-degree day yesterday. But, yeah, so... I've just got some time to kill. I thought I'd go and sit somewhere, but the weather is so cold and icy, I don't think I really want to sit anywhere except for in my car. But I do, it is about, I think it is about 20 past 11. And I have a client meeting at 12:30. I'm meeting at her apartment. She definitely won't be back any earlier because she's coming from Randwick, so I can't even say, hey, I'm around, I'm finished, I can come. So I'm just trying to think of some things that I could do to fill in the hour. I'd love to go to Government House, but I feel like I'm going to need more than an hour to walk around there. But maybe I'll just head there anyway, because I do, where I am parked at the event, I do have to sort of drive past where the botanical gardens are. I just don't know how long the walk is inside the botanical gardens to get to Government House, so I don't know. But I'm going to head there anyway and see how I go for time, what time I get there and park the car, and then map the walk. If I can do it within 15 minutes, I'll go. I don't think I'd need long to walk through the house anyway, because then my client is literally around the corner from there, so it shouldn't take me too long to then get to her place. So I'm just gonna drive there and see what time I get to Government House, and if I find it's too much, then maybe I'll just chill out in my car. Maybe there is a cafe there, I might just get a hot chocolate or something and wait, and then head to her joint. So I obviously won't film anything with her, although maybe I will. It's a bit of a behind the scenes thing for social media, so maybe I'll pick up the camera. I guess it depends how much time is being occupied assisting her with stuff, so we'll just see. She is going to do a lovely spread of lunch for me, which is very lovely because I haven't eaten today, so I am pretty hungry. She specialises in fermented foods. She's a lovely client, world of knowledge. I think she's 86 years old. She's incredible. She comes from New York. She's lived in Australia for a long time. She's lived many places around the world, but has been in Australia for a while. But she has a really, with a Jewish background, though she has turned Buddha. She's been Buddha for a while now, but her accent is so New York Jew, and I love it when she gets the shits. It's hilarious to hear her with that New York accent. So yeah, she's a really good client. I've been working with her now for probably about 6 to 8 months, I think. She was recommended from another client of mine, who that client is actually my yoga teacher, Laurie. So she was recommended through her. So it's nice to have association and recommendations to get clients. I do find most of my clients are through referrals. That's where I get the best work. Which speaks for itself, right? So, without me getting a big head, it means that clients are very happy with the work that I deliver. They're satisfied with what I do for them. And that makes me really happy that they can refer me to other people to do the work. And that's where I would say most of my clients, 85, I don't have a massive amount of clients. I've got 10. And I would say out of those 10, I would say 9 of them have all been referrals. My first ever client, Fern, who are a financial network group associated with Sydney Uni, I do website maintenance for them, and I did design their website originally when they needed a rebrand. Their website is very overdue for a rebrand again. It's been several years, but I actually got them from Airtasker when I was starting out my business, because I'd heard from a lot of people to go onto Airtasker and get clients that way, which I did. And some of them I don't do work for anymore. They've not needed me. Their businesses have closed down. A lot happened over the COVID period. But many of them, they just didn't need the service anymore. It was a very simple job. I worked for them for a bit of time, and then that was it. But Fern have always needed me, so it's always been really great that has been my original client, and I still have them so many years on. So I've had them since 2018. And it's never been really big jobs, but it's nice to still have them. And then my second client, which is Noble, she does winery tours. I've had her, she was a referral from an old yoga teacher who used to work for WordPress, and she started her own business and actually designed this client's website, but could no longer do work with her and needed someone else to take over, and she was really happy to refer her to me, which I thought was really lovely, because that's essentially giving your client to somebody else. And I've had her, Jane, since I reckon, because not long after I kicked off my business, so maybe 2018, 2019. So she's also one of my original clients as well. And most of the clients I have now, I sort of started getting from 2020, because what I had in 2018 and 2019, most of those clients have dropped off now, or they do different things now. Like I said, when COVID happened, a lot of them shut their businesses. So, varying different things. But otherwise, a lot of the clients I've had them since 2020 now, and it's been 6 years. So very reliable, which I love. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, I'm crapping on a lot, so I'm gonna go and I will take snippets of whatever I can. Catching up with the bestie for dinner tomorrow night, looking forward to that. And yeah, that's it. I hope you're all having a great week, and I guess I'll either chat to you later in this video, or maybe you'll just see little snippets every now and then, and we'll go from there. Ciao for now. Good morning everyone. It is Sunday morning. The weather is absolutely stunning. It is perfect autumn weather today. I'm so happy. Yesterday the weather did clear up. I think I chatted to you last on Friday. It was horribly cold and miserable. Yesterday it did clear up. It was a sunny day, but it was still really icy and still some cloud about. And then today I've woken up, had a little bit of a sleep in today, which was lovely. Haven't done that in a while. And woken up to the most beautiful autumn weather. So I'm so excited about that, and I hope other people are too. I absolutely love autumn. So I've just been sitting outside with the cats having my chai, enjoying some sun on my face. I wouldn't mind getting into the garden. I need to do a bit of cutting with all that rain that we've had. It's a little bit full on. So as you can see, it's hard to see with the sun, but it's starting to get a little bit out of control. I might try and do that today. I do need to clean some fish tanks. They're getting a bit dirty. So do some water changes. Some of them I just need to top up the water. I don't need to do much, which is good. But the glass needs a bit of a clean up. Some of the plants need a bit of a trim. And that's going to be my Sunday. I wanted to do some art projects this weekend. I haven't been able to get to the art store. And in fact, the art store I read online that they're actually closed on weekends now, so I don't know why they're doing that, but I may need to get in there next week, and then maybe I can use next weekend as my art day. So at the moment I'm just enjoying some sun, enjoying the cat's company. Last night I caught up with the bestie. We went out and had a nice Italian dinner, which was lovely. I wasn't feeling that great. I felt so sick before I met up with her, so I'm glad that it passed. I took some Panadol. My stomach, I don't know if it was something I ate, my stomach was just terrible. I mostly spent yesterday catching up with work because I was in the city all week all day on Friday, so I did have to catch up on some work that I'd fallen behind on, because I hate starting on a Monday and being so behind on work. Move that because the sun is a bit, that's better. The sun's sort of in the camera there. So I spent most of the day yesterday doing that, and I think about 4 o'clock in the afternoon my stomach just felt really funny. But thankfully it passed by the time I met Brooke, my bestie, for dinner. So we had a lovely evening just having a chat. I did take a little video of just where we were eating, not necessarily us. We haven't had a sit-down dinner catch-up for a while, so I didn't really want to film. It was such a lovely evening though. We had a good laugh, some stories to swap. It was really good. Was only there for a few hours, and then after that just came home, had a quiet evening, just settling all the cats in for the night. They don't like it when I'm not home at night. They do get a bit funny. I think they're happy that I'm home today, so, and I think they're happy that the sun's out as well, so yeah. So it was a really lovely evening, and then I did get up quite early this morning, and I thought I need to go back to bed. It's Sunday, I'm so tired. And I've woken up feeling much better, so my stomach's feeling better. I did have a bit of a headache. I don't know what's going on with my hair though. I had a little bit of a headache, so I took some Panadol, but I seem to be feeling much, much better as I'm waking up and getting some sun, and I'm sitting on the grass trying to ground. There's nothing greater than putting your feet on the ground. I've just loved that autumn has kicked off. I hope we have a dry autumn. Obviously it's good to have rain, like, you know, if it rains at a night time or something, but ultimately I do love it when we have these beautiful dry autumns, because I end up spending more time sitting in the garden. I even move my laptop here and I sit down and work in the garden. The cats love it too. They come and sit with me. It's just such an enjoyable experience, just chilling out. The garden is just such a lovely place to be, and getting some of my vitamin D at the same time. So that's me. I might film a few things on the way, maybe not. As I said, it's not much. I'm just going to do some gardening, and then do the fish tanks, and that'll be my Sunday. I hope everyone's having a lovely weekend, and I probably won't chat to you again, even if I do film some stuff. So have a fabulous Sunday, and I'll chat to you in the next video. Ciao for now.